You've worked hard on your project, you put it together, you bounced out that final WAV file or MP3 so that you can submit it and somebody can listen to it on the radio or on a MP3 player. But it's sort of like the Lord of the Rings, when the third episode, when you thought it was ending, and then wait, there's another ending, and then wait, there's another ending. So we're not out of the water yet. So before you close up shop and head over to Marquette Nutrition and get your smoothie, we got to do a little bit of file management. So we got everything, and you've saved it. One last one. Let's go to save. Save. It's there. I'm going to go to Finder. This is what you want to do. Go to Finder. Go to the desktop. Go to your session folder. And then I want to see whether just double check it's there. I got Chevy-BG PTX. That's the Pro Tools session. That's this whole round of editing, all the work that I've done. Okay, and what did I edit? I edited this audio clip. So that's the other thing that I need to make sure is there. There's no audio there. What audio am I editing? It's like I've been doing all this editing with audio, and if I don't save that somewhere, then I'll have a bunch of edits and no audio. Whoa. Well, remember where we originally got the audio. We brought it into our desktop, and it is right around here somewhere. Audio 1-1. There's that audio. So what I need to do is get it into that audio folder. I could just drag it and drop it. I could just say, hey, can I just take that and drop it in here? Well, you could, but then the next time you open Pro Tools, it's not going to recognize that it's there, and it'll give you options to say, hey, you want me to look for your audio and reconnect? You could say sure. But here's another way that's even better. So let me minimize that. Click on Pro Tools. See, I'm still on Finder even though I closed the Finder window. I click on Pro Tools somewhere on the screen. Now Pro Tools is the active program. What I can do is go to File, Save Copy In, and it has all the same session parameters that I've been using. This should have been 48 hertz. I won't change it now, but that was my mistake, I think. Okay. The main thing here is Items to Copy. Click this Audio Files right there. And what that's going to do is it's going to find all the audio files that I've used. So this one was just saved on the desktop, but if I had other sound effects saved in other folders and music saved in a different folder all over, it herds all of my kittens into one bag. It takes all the cats and puts them back in the bag. And it'll make a new session with a folder that holds all of my audio. So I hit OK. What do I want to call this? I'm just going to call it Chevy-BG 2. And then I know this is my newest version. So I say, oh, save. Let's go look and find out what we did. What did we do? What did we do? Go to Finder, and I go to Chevy-BG. There's the original, and here's the one we just made, Chevy-BG 2. It has my Pro Tools session, and if I look in the audio files, there's the audio. So, and I probably need my bounced files. That would be a nice thing to have too, wouldn't it? So why don't I click on that, bounced files, go to edit, say copy bounced files, and I'll go to Chevy-BG, and I will, if I hold down Control and click, I can also just do paste item right like that. Or I could have just gone up to edit and selected paste item. Or done Control V or Command V. Lots of ways to copy folders. So anyway, so now I'm looking at this Chevy-BG 2. It's got all the audio files from around the computer that I used. It was just this one file. And now I have my bounced files in there. That's what the assignment wants you to submit. That's what you need to submit for your assignment. So that's all good. I'm going to close out of this now. I can say bye-bye Pro Tools, go to Pro Tools, quit Pro Tools, go ahead and save whatever it was that I did. Now I need to log back into the CAPSNAS if I haven't been there in a while. This is Lake Superior, by the way, in winter of 2017. And that was a big chunk of ice on the beach. So we go to log in, and then remember your password. first two letters of your last name, and then your student ID. So now I'm going to go to my personal folder. There it is. And then I go to BC 250, and this time it's going to be assignments. And I'm going to take that Chevy BG2 and drag it on in there. And there it is. When I go check for your homework, I'll be logging in and I'll be looking for, I'll go to your folder with your name, like that, and I'll go, hey, you got something for BC 250? That's my class. And you got a folder called assignments, and then I'm going to look in the assignments folder, say, you got something that looks like it's Boston Globe, but I'll try to find the most current one. Actually, if you're done with the other ones, you could just delete those if you're pretty sure you're not going to need them anymore. Otherwise, I'll just look for the most current one like that, and then I'll go, hey, look at that. And then what I will do, or if you end up needing to do further work, what you can do is you just take that session folder next time you want to work on it, and you just drag it to your desktop. This is saying, hey, you already got one of these on your desktop. Replace it? Sure. It's downloading. And there's Chevy BG2. So that's what I just pulled off of the server. So when I check your assignment, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drag it onto my desktop. I'm going to open it like this and say, there's your Pro Tools session. Let me open that up. Let's see if it works. The suspense is killing me. Through the power of editing, I made it suddenly appear faster. But there's your session. Here are all your edits. All your raw audio is showing up. And I can say, oh, did you name your tracks? Good. Did you use some markers to organize? Good. You got a master fader? That's good. All right. Looks pretty good. And like I said, if you just needed to open it up and do some more editing, that's how you go through the process. Now you're right back at the beginning and you can do what you need and go through the whole cycle again. It's like a never-ending cycle. For grading purposes, though, once I'm done looking at that, I'm just like, go don't save. And then I go to your bounced files and go, all right, here's your bounced file. And then I'll create a Pro Tools session, an empty one, and play your file in there and make sure your levels are good and that it all sounds good. Well, I think just as this chunk of ice is fading off into the sunset, you're good to go. If you got any other questions, get a hold of me. Thanks.